Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the 2024 BC Open Snooker Championship. It's Championship Sunday. We're here live at Top 147 in Richmond, British Columbia. It's a quarterfinal match that we're starting off with last year's champion Albert Kenny going against the man from Vancouver Island, John Robertson. Hannah Lisovenka will be in charge of the table as the referee. It's David Burney in the booth, and I'm joined by Ray Snedell. How you doing, Ray?
I'm doing great, and thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to this day. I've been keeping track of it on YouTube. I haven't been able to get down here personally, but I have to tell you, it's been a superb presentation. You guys have done just a superb job.
Well, it's a group effort. It's all a family feeling atmosphere. You got a lot of people coming and setting up to the table. As much as, we obviously need the players, but we also need good people behind the scenes. So we're just getting everything settled here. And even our camera's just getting its morning coffee going, and we'll just get that blurriness away. So these are our best of 5 quarterfinal matches. The semis will be best of 5 leading up to a best of 7 in the finals. Players are allowed a little 5-minute break after the 4th frame.
There's a local twist, I guess, on who's going to break. Instead of flipping a coin, they do rock, scissors, paper, or whatever that game is.
Room owners will love that because they're not flipping a coin on the table.
Yeah.
So.
And here we go. A little short on that break, so he's left an opportunity right off the bat here. Looks, hard to tell from this angle, but it looks like the black will go into the right corner. A little bit of the first shot jitters there, I think. He's going to try to shoot that blue, I think. Probably going to shoot it in the side and then try to come through the Bach colors back for that red on the left-hand side of the table there. A little short of pace, but he still has a shot at it.
Yeah, always important to get that first frame on the board early.
Yeah.
In these short little best of 5 matches.
Oh, here's a. Oh, he's not going to go for that red on the corner there. Draw off the. Oh. That's a foul.
Yep, jump shots are not allowed in the game of snooker. Obviously, if he hit the red ball and then it jumped into the air and went over a ball, it would be a legal shot. But on that shot, he jumped his cue ball over his object red ball, thus succumbing to a 4-point foul. And actually, Albert broke in a new tip last night, so we'll see how that works out.
Oh, okay. It doesn't seem to have an obvious shot here to get back to Bach, but he may just try to play a containing safety here. Leave the cue ball up around the black area. Oh, he managed to get around there.
And we are on Snooker Canada's YouTube page, so definitely let all your friends know where they can find the great snooker action today. This is quarterfinal matches at 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. We'll be having the semis concluding with the finals at 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Obviously, we know in the game of snooker, schedules can change. Sometimes matches run a little longer. And it's great to see that everyone reminded it was daylight savings.
Looks like he's got one open red that he can take a shot at, but he's might. If he misses it, he could leave the red that's over top of the corner.
Albert just waiting for Charlie Brown to take his shot on the adjacent table. It's a big room, but these snooker tables take up a lot of real estate.
Well, that didn't work out the way he'd anticipated. He's left a couple of shots on. Whether John will take them or not. They're all makeable, but there's no guaranteed position, and there's the risk of leaving a good chance for your opponent here.
John just distracted by a little chalk mark on the cue ball, asking referee Lisovenko to give it a clean again. Very strange, because I just cleaned all these balls just before these morning matches, so they should be spick and span.
Well, you know, sometimes it's just the brand of chalk you use. Some leave more of a mark than others. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a safety match for a while here, until somebody gets an open shot.
Yes.
That's unfortunate for Albert.
Yeah, blue's out of commission. Pink's rather tied up. Even black's looking a little tied up as well.
That's a good safety shot. It's not an easy shot now for John to try to return the safety. He's got to try to navigate around that pack, so he might have to clip that on the far right hand side and then go 3 rails back up here.
Oh. I think that plane flying overhead rattled the building a little bit and forced that cue ball to go down into the pocket. It's an interesting atmosphere right now here at Top 147 as the club's not fully open yet, so it's very quiet in the room. Players have had contend with an active pool room in the later hours of the day as it gets quite excitable in here.
Now he's left one on to the right corner here that John might try to take on, and the black is now open, it looks like. Well, that was not his best attempt, and I think he may have got away with this. It doesn't seem to be an obvious pot on for Albert. He's just sorting out where he liked to put the cue ball to make it a difficult shot for his opponent on the next one. That didn't work out the way he had planned. I don't know if he can get to that red that's on the left hand, near the left hand corner. It appears that he can't, otherwise I think he'd be over top of that right now shooting it.
They might have just been waiting for the other table to play.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, this is the first real good solid chance here. He can make that and get position on the black. Well stroked. That was a nice little stun shot. He has the red back into the left-hand corner with relatively easy positioning on the black again. This is a really good solid opportunity.
Yeah, these corner pockets are tight on this TV table. We've noticed all weekend long.
Mm-hmm. I think he's a little short on the position there. He's got a little bit of a bigger angle than he'd hoped for, but he still can stun it into the area behind the pink. And he's right on that other red.
Doesn't look like that pink passes that red on the left side, bottom and left to the pink.
He's got the one to the right, but I don't think he's got. I'm not sure what he's going to do position-wise. He looks like he's going to try to go forward, maybe come off the cushion for the black, or maybe the pink back to the side. So he's got a choice here, either the pink in the side or the black in the corner. It's just if he shoots the black, he's going to have to try to avoid those two reds that are right behind the black. I think he might like to take the pink into the side here, but he's a little bit hampered with that red for his cueings. Let's see how he manages this. Nicely done.
Lovely shot there with the rest, just floated it down to beyond the black. Really good chance here for John. High break so far in the tournament is 59 by Rex Hugh. I think more frame winning is what John wants right now. Doesn't really care about the high break. Just wants to put frames to the good.
He kind of messed that up just a little bit. I think he was torn between the red that's between the black and the pink, or the two reds that are behind the black. And he sort of got halfway in between both of them. Nice recovery shot. Is he going to have position here? And he's a little short, so I suspect it'll be a roll up here behind the green. Oh. He's going to go a different route here. I have to tell you, I don't understand that shot.
Well, I think what he was comfortable with. You never know what a player interested in. I think he might have thought maybe it's the first frame, maybe take a little chance, let the hair down a bit. But has he left a door for Albert to retort?
This game is not over yet. There's plenty of points on the table.
Has he kicked out that brown enough that the black will go to the top left corner? Just may.
Yeah, this is going to be a tricky little shot here. He may try to put that red to the right-hand corner and then draw back into the brown to try to nudge it away from the black.
He does have the pink.
He's got the pink, yeah.
possibly see a lot more of that today. You know, when players just make a mistake after a large run, the player caliber today is going to probably come back and punish. So unfortunately, Albert didn't do the business there, but it's early. John Roberts has a 15-17 lead in this first frame.
No, he's given Albert another shot at it. Not an easy one, but it is an opportunity.
Yes, Albert originally from Ireland, so you know he has snooker in the veins. But he's been winning a lot since he's been in Canada. Last year's BC Open champion, two-time Alberta Open champion. Now, Ray, you've been involved in the game for quite a while out here in BC. Do you know where there's a list of BC Open champions?
Well, that's a really good question. I don't know that. Um, it's the game lay fallow for quite some time, but it's now that you've resurrected it in such a nice way here, I think looking forward to the future champions is probably better than looking back at the old ones.
You know, I just don't want to misspeak because the first one I did was 2018, and the only back-to-back champion we had was Brady Golan.
Mm-hmm. Nice pot, nice solid pot. Oh, that's unfortunate. Made a nice pot. He broke that red out, but he's left it over the corner and he's snookered himself on it. Well, he can hit the red obviously in front of the cue ball, but that's not going to help him make that other red.
And it's not a touching ball, so he
He's
can't
going
shoot
to
away.
just tap it back off the rail and just give his opponent virtually the same shot. Looks like he's going to try to tuck that cue ball in behind the blue. And I think he's done a nice job of it.
So just allowing referee Lisovenko to take a look. She's just going to grab one of those Taylor pencils just to make a quick mark just in case it needs to be respotted. As in this tournament, it's 4 attempts, 3 putbacks on foul and misses. And as well, if there's more than 3 snookers needed for a win, then it's a concession.
Mm-hmm. This is a tricky little shot. Not that it's necessarily that difficult to hit one of the reds. It's to hit it in such a way that it doesn't leave a shot on, or it doesn't. And he's going to leave it on. Well, maybe not. It's hard to tell from this angle whether he can cut that back.
Yeah, Albert just having a wry smile there. It's very thin. I think he's trying to wool him into the shot as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's left it on, but he's left it very difficult to cue over top of that brown ball. In fact, I think wouldn't be surprised if he went for the other red. No, he's going to go for that one. Oh, that's a hell of a nice shot.
Yeah, applauded by his opponent. There's always great sportsmanship in the game. So 35 in it and 35 on the table. This red is John's frame ball.
Just a little containing safety. It was hard to do anything with that red ball. Well, John's got an opportunity here to bury that cue ball just in behind the blue. And that's exactly what he does. Just masse it around the blue. I think it's a very doable shot. Nicely done.
Yeah, sometimes you can over masse those shots, just put too much on.
Yeah, yeah. It's a shot that you kind of just have to feel. He wasn't happy. Well, he's not happy about that hitting that corner, unless it goes in. But it didn't go in, so he's left an opportunity. It's going to be tough for Albert to make that and get back on the black, which he's going to need to tie. He's going to have to settle for a few points and then try to play some snookers after.
That blue's in a nice position, so we'll see how things work out for him.
See if he's got enough angle here to roll that cue ball in behind the blue. sure what he was trying to do there.
John's just got to be mindful of that black that he's queuing over. I just want to roll this into the yellow pocket.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hit it that hard. He's left the yellow in a position where he may be able to play a snooker off of this shot here. That's what he's going to try to do. And it looks like he was successful. Now this is not going to be, if he's got it, I think, but it's not going to be the most difficult one to hit. Go 2 rails or even 1 rail, but probably 2 rails to try to knock the yellow back up table. Oh, he missed that by a considerable amount. Now, because Albert needed a snooker, there's no putback rule here. So it's not a foul and a miss.
But now with the point differential, he can be put back, as there is only a 26 difference with 27 on. So Albert got the snooker he needed to get back in the frame. Almost gave it right back to John there with an in-off.
And he didn't. I think he's got a clear line at the yellow here. But this is not an easy shot to put safe either. I mean, you're never sure where exactly that yellow ball is going to go. It could be back into the brown or the green. You might knock it back that way. Yeah, it looks like he has the weight of the table here, so it was a pretty good shot from there.
That looks very nice. Does look like he's got the snooker here from our vantage point on the monitor. Oh.
Yeah, he'll be okay with that shot. Nothing easy about that. Even if he were to make this, it would be very difficult to get good position on the green. Yeah, it looks like he made a hell of a shot to make it, but now I think he's hooked.
Using all his Irish might to get onto that green, but not the case.
Nicely struck. Got half a chance here for John if he can reach it. Not too big of a stretch for him. Nicely struck. And that should be the game.
Yeah, he was racing ahead with that nice 40 break. Felt like the frame was his, but Albert was battling back. Got the snooker he needed, but now John can breathe a little easier as he's going to put the first frame on the board to him. .31 in it and 18 on. I don't think Albert will be coming back to the table. Funny when the frame's at your mercy, those pockets that were so tight all frame long just open up to be larger than the equator, and that is a concession there. So we'll step aside and come back with frame to action of this quarterfinal match. And as we're about to get frames 2 started here with Albert Kenny to break off, we just do want to encourage everyone there. We appreciate your viewership. If you have any comments or questions, we have an active chat here. Do let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd like to hear wherever our fans are. Snooker is a global game. And Race Nadell's in the booth. I'm David Burney. Ray's been around the game for many, many years. So if you have any good questions, he's the man to ask.
Nice break off. Looks like he might have to go 2 rails and try to come into the back of the pack, but it has its risks. Maybe he's going to go 1 rail into the side of the pack. Nicely done.
Yeah, not a difficult safe shot there, as all those reds cluster together and make one big red.
That's right. Well, it's interesting what he did there. He wasn't just playing a safety, but he was also trying to open up the reds in anticipation of getting a shot. And
because it does look like black goes to both corner pockets.
so he has a couple of shots into the left corner here if he chooses to take them on. Not easily, especially with the rest. And he may be leaving something if he misses, so it's a bit of a risk. But risk and reward scenario. Nicely struck.
Yeah, let's see what he can do. As Ray was mentioning just a few moments ago, of that safety shot where he broke out a bunch of reds.
And he's nicely on this red on the rail. Now the black goes back. Let's see if it's go. Oh, she's just gonna have to check and see if that does go on the spot. And it looks like it does not, so it goes to the nearest highest available color spot.
Looks like he's got a good angle on this red that's along the top cushion. Just slightly to come back up table, either for pink or black.
Looks like I would suspect he's going to try to play the pink in the side. Maybe have come up just a touch short of the angle he wanted. Which means that if he makes it, the cue ball will be traveling away from the rest of the reds there.
Gotta have nerves of steel to be a referee when you're spotting that pink through all those reds.
Yeah, I think just a safety now. Oh, he got a nice little rub on the brown. Acknowledges his good fortune
Or the luck of the Irish.
and luck of the Irish, but it puts John in a bit of a difficult situation here. I don't see an easy route out of that to get back unless that red in the corner goes. You can hit that. It was never going to be easy.